Hey there, welcome in. So we have the newest Lion King event comes out. This is the first time there has been a change since the last big Lion King, which the Scar boss was the hardest boss in the game at the time. And now to get keys, they've added into heroes and villains mode. Ways that you can get keys. I've just gone and spent all my energy and got no keys. Feels bad. It feels bad. So you can get them out on all the different nodes. There's no change. So the theory for me was to go to the lowest cost energy. See what is the lowest, so you have the more chances of getting keys. Now some other people have been trying and they've been going for the hero, the character nodes, and they say the drop rate is better, but also like the price is like 3 times as much, nearly, or more. So it's kind of like it should be 3 times the chances of getting it just because of that. So it seems like they have kind of maybe looked to balance it, but the drop rate is still so low. So with that, with that, I think for this event, it's gonna be so hard, so hard to get to to the Scar battles. At 15 per key, they have limited each of the times you can attempt this to 2 times. So previously, way back in this Disney Arena games history, they started out with events giving you like 5 chances, or originally it was like unlimited, and then you could just purchase refreshes. Then they changed that down to like 5, then you could purchase refreshes, and then down to 3, and now we're all the way down to 2. And now going from 5 to 3, I was like, okay, I can kind of see why they want to limit it. And I was like, okay, that's just pushing the boundary. 3 was, and now going down to 2 is like it's just nowhere enough. And especially when you're talking about getting keys, 2 keys from Rafiki, 2 keys from Simba, and you can only seem to use heroes. I wonder if this is I don't know if this is a bug or not. Like, I think it was like this from the Aladdin event, just so you could only use heroes with Aladdin. I kind of got there, like, is it purposely meant to be like this for the Simba event as well? It doesn't say you can only use heroes. Like, none of them, they say you can only use heroes. So I'm just wondering, is this a bug in the game? I don't know. But with this, like, the mode is so, well, for low levels, just pretty much get in an AoE and take out as much as you can. The hyenas, if they can stack blind, can cause you a lot of damage, and so the best tool for you, if that is a trouble, is bringing some healing characters, some that can heal status effects. But that is the only time they will ever be dangerous. Other than that, all you need to do is go in there and pop off an AoE, or take out as many as you can. So I've just got this on auto at the moment, just because I know the low levels are. It's just fast to have it on auto for that exact reason. So hopefully when I get the high levels, I will give it a proper run and see what it is actually like on the highest stage. So the Rafiki rewards also, they have one, and then 1 out of 2, and then 1 out of 3. It seems like the chances are still heavily weighted to the low. So it might be like their spell packs that is like 90% chance to get the 1, and then like maybe 5% chance to get 2, or like 80% chance to get 2, and then like 2% chance to get 3, or something like that. Like, I think that is the way it's looking. I will get some refreshes and I will test this. I think for these events, also refresh costs. Back when it was 5 and 3 attempts, it always used to be 50. gems. So they've continued their trend this year so far, from January, February, increasing costs all around the board in the game. And now they're reducing the things you can do, giving you less, increasing all the costs, and it's just getting to that point where it's gonna end up costing a whole lot to do anything, even for people who are pay to play. No matter who you are, it is gonna get to the stage where it's gonna cost a lot to do anything, and that's it's not good for anyone, and it's not good, and it just needs a bit more balance, I think. So the Bonehead is just a little bit stronger than the other hyenas. That's the only real difference between the two Rafiki's unlock and then the Simba's unlock modes. So in doing this, I'll be able to get 4 keys per day. The event is open for 10 days, 40 keys, just by doing this without any refreshers. 40 keys is going to be enough for 2 attempts at the Scar. That's 10 tokens. 10 tokens is nothing. He doesn't even unlock for new characters until 4-star. And then if you go into refreshes, if you're doing 1 refresh for each mode per day, it's going to double your keys, 80 keys. That is still only enough for, how much is that? 8, 9 attempts. 9 attempts at Scar. 45 tokens, still not enough to even unlock them. So I will be doing these refreshes, and we'll see if the drop rates for Simba tokens will get better or not. Because I do want to get my Simba up no matter what. So I think it is worth doing the basic refresh, the 150 refresh, if you getting a decent amount of gems from your Sorcerer's tournament event. That's when it's okay. You might as well use some of them. And this is my only use for gems at the moment. So still 1 token no matter what, out of the chance ones. So this is the 3 of the guaranteed. So I like the guaranteed. The guarantees are all worth it. But the 1 to 4 chance, the 1 to 5 chance are still chances that are not. So going from 50 to 130, 150, and then the jump to 300, there's a massive jump in gems. So there's that blind, but let's damage them all. That stun is nice though, on the Bonehead. I can see at high levels it might be could be a little bit challenging. So that's cool. I like, see, now the thing about the Scar event last time, still another 1 token from the chance. Ouch. But the good thing about the Scar event last time is that the actual Scar boss mode was the hardest boss we've had so far. It was actually challenging and it was fun. I only hope that this one is, although having the different stages, I think it's good to have the different stages and to have more Scars unlocking in each stage. But getting the keys for it is gonna be yikes. How are people even gonna get to the last stage? Maybe they might just be able to get through the last stage, but still, even if you can get to the last stage, it kind of makes the Scar tokens pointless, sadly enough. And even at for young players, if they can unlock Scar, he'll probably be a good character. But as soon as you start to progress, you can't get him anymore, they can't use him anymore, it's not worth investing in him at the current gear cost, because it's cost so much to get gear. And at high level, it just becomes irrelevant because you can't use anything unless you got max gear, max stars, pretty much. or else you'll be at a severe disadvantage. So having all these different stages all locked behind 15 keys, they either need to make it so you're getting a whole lot more keys, drop the key amount to get in there. Because previously, I believe it was like, what, one key could get into the event previously. Give you an attempt, because it was difficult. So you get an attempt for every key. And they wouldn't even guarantee you rewards, because it was so hard you would fail some. And I like that. Whereas now they're guaranteeing you to get keys in one way, but slow keys, and then you got a chance that you may get more. And then you can buy them from the store, which is a one cheap pack for 5 keys, and then you got to buy expensive packs. And I think people are saying that about 50 US can buy you Scar, and you get one given a day. That's kind of nice. I like the free key. So maybe get one more attempt in at the very end of the event. Maybe. So we'll see. I'll jump back when I get to each of the final challenges for the Simba and the Rafiki modes, and then when I jump into the Scars. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so in regards to these keys, I thought I'll give you guys a quick, since I used my energy last time before the video, I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna jump in, buy some energy refreshers, just to kind of like show one key. Okay, so I've got one key from those attempts. So what I'm trying to do is purchase some energy refreshers. There's my first key from any of the energy. So I had full energy before, used it all, used that 36. So out of 150 energy, I've got one key so far. Let's do another 20 full energy. Tier 16, okay, one key. So 2 keys out of full energies. Is that worth it? 2 keys. We'll try another. If I can get 1 key every refresh, we'll see if that is actually going to be worth it or not. But I'm just going to load up on some of these cheap items. Do I get none? So 120 energy, all refreshed, refilled, and no keys. That's like it was on that first attempt. So the first attempt I got none, then I got one other. So I've got 2 keys out of a whole lot of energy, and 1 more key. So 3 keys with 4 times max energy plus 1. So that's not very good odds of getting a key. And then you still need 15 per day. And if you're getting 4 from the standard event per day, if you're maxing your energy every day, you get another 4. That's still 8. You can only get them every. You can only get to the actual event every 2 days. And then if you're buying energy refreshers in the actual event for the 150 instead of energy, or with the energy, that's going to give you another 4. So that's 12. And it's still not enough to reach the event. And so that means you're burning through 450 gems per day, 1 refresh each of the events, and then 3 energy refreshes at 50. And you still can't do a Scar attempt every day. I think this time this has gone too far. This is just not. It gives people a bad feeling. Let's just put it that far. Okay, the last Rafiki attempt. This is what the hardest Rafiki level is. Let's see. I'm actually gonna put this onto manual, and we'll see if it is actually difficult or not. So let's just stop there. We'll put that onto manual. Yeah. Okay. So this is still. So it still seems that the events are all still targeted at new players. which it's good to target and have events available for new players, but to then go and I'm sure this will get fixed once global and they will reintroduce things for old players or max players. But at the moment, it's just like they're like, hey, you know what? We're not gonna give anything to the high tier players at the moment, and we're all just gonna focus on new ones. It's nothing wrong with focusing on new players, but let's see how many. Two. So you're still getting out of the 1 to 5 chance. You're still only getting 2 chances. So what else can you do? What else can you do? Let's give us another 2. And 2 for him as well. So it looks like that's just the way the event is going to be. I will try the 3 and let's see. 2. So, man, that's a lot of gems to waste. And still only be getting the 2. And then you've got to go forward. And I've only just got enough keys to have my first attempt. So we're going to have a first attempt at Scar. And just see, use Rafiki and Simba. The changing of teams, why? Alright, let's put them in anyway. So Simba, and then we'll chuck in Rafiki. Here we go. And I'll change Jasmine now just for some high damage because I know the first stage is just going to be so easy because it only requires 2 star. So, hey. If that's all I can do, I'll just get these guys who can have some big AoEs, and then we will be able to just continue to move on. But still, no, like, heroes only, no villains. And they don't really explain why. Alright, let's give this a go. First, Scar attempt. The first time Scar event ever popped up, as I said previously, the hardest boss in the game. Check that video out. It was actually a super fun battle. So we'll see here. Yeah. See, and that's the problem. Like, it's gonna take you so long to get into all these modes, and days to get in and do this. But you just can't progress, and you can't get to the good meat, the challenging part of the. Maybe by spending on all those refreshers, you might just be able to get down to the end at the end of the event. But that's a lot just to get to the end, and then the tokens don't get you anything. So something to think about. That's what this event has looked like. Hopefully that changes in the future, and from everyone's feedback so far, having the super low chance on the other drop rates is not very, people don't enjoy that. The attempts getting lowered has been pretty terrible, and then also that with less attempts, more cost of keys and harder to get them, or them not showing up very far. And like, I think the limiting of the Scar tokens is kind of wise, but then putting it on top of all the other limitations has just gone too far. So let me know what you guys think, and then we'll be back. Hopefully the next events are changed. And thank you. My attempt to go. So you can't actually check on what the percentages are for the 1 to 5, but we'll claim this. We'll take this claim, and then we'll do 1 battle and still 1 token. It's a hard life. It's a hard life. I'll keep going because I want to be able to get to the end of the event so I can show you guys and see, and we'll see if the actual last stage of the Sky event is as challenging as it used to be. I hope so, but I don't think so. Not at this stage. So we'll see if this progresses, and hopefully moving forward this will be able to provide some helpful feedback. So let me know what you guys think about this event and all that's been happening, and we'll see you guys soon.